So here's part two of I brought him to America and he tried to play me. We left off at where, he told me that, the bachelor's wasn't enough. He wanted to, become a nurse practitioner and then things was going to be better. But, with the bachelor's, he was working 5 days a week, doing 12 hours and everything. And then all of a sudden, he found out that being a travel nurse makes even more money. And I told y'all we did have a joint account, but he had other accounts in his name and I didn't know how much he was really saving. But remember, I also have the power of attorney. Okay, so I agree. He told me, oh, I need to do, travel nursing. We need more money. I need to save more money because travel nursing pay more. I was like, oh yeah, that's true. You should. So he started doing travel nursing. Like he would do 3 days at home, just doing his regular 12 hours. And then he would do like 4 days, going on travel nursing. And then one day, but not every weekend. He would do that every other weekend. So one day he told me, he said, babe, I have to leave for Africa. I was like, where? He's like, home, Kenya. I was like, why? Both of us going? He was like, no, not this time. It's an emergency. I was like, what emergency? It's taking you without me. Both of us been together. It's been like literally 5 years and some months. You haven't been to Africa to see your parents. We've been here. I need a vacation. He was like, babe, this is an emergency. We'll go next time. I said, okay, what is the emergency? He goes, oh, my mom told me that my brother is trying to sell my land, and she advised me to come and take him to court before he sells my land. I was like, oh, wow, why would your brother do that? Your family seem like nice people. He was like, you'll be surprised. Once you come to America, you'll be surprised how many family members will be trying to get over it. I was like, oh, yeah, but I didn't expect that. He was like, oh, oh trust me. So he bought the ticket. I said, how long you going to be gone for? He was like, yeah, roughly a month and a half. I was like, oh, wow, and your job going to let you go that long? He was like, come on, I've been working with them. It's been over 4 years. Yes, I got plenty of PTO time to go. I was like, oh, okay. I'm feeling skeptical. He bought a ticket. He went to Kenya. When he went to Kenya, I had one of his brother, the very brother he's talking about, that's supposed to be selling his land. I texted him on WhatsApp. I said, is it true that you're trying to sell your brother's land, and that's why he's coming to Kenya to take you to court to prevent you from selling his land? He's like, what? He's like, where you get this story from? I said, him. He's on his way to Kenya. He's like, right now? And his brother didn't even know he was going to Kenya. I said, yes, he's coming to Kenya, and that's the reason for his trouble that he gave me. He was like, no. I can't believe this. My brother told you this? I said, yes, your brother told me that. He was like, you know what? This is none of my business, and I'm really not going to tell you what's going on. You're going to end up finding out yourself, because if I tell you, they will know that I told you, and the whole family going to turn against me. And we have a lot of assets together in this family that I'm not trying to lose, but you will find out exactly why he's coming. Even I didn't even know why if he's coming here. I said, okay, can you ask your mom if she knows that your brother is coming? He asked his mom, and his brother, his family don't even know that he's coming. So at this point, I'm like, he's definitely hiding something from me. I'll be back with part two of this story. Hang tight. But in the meantime, please check out my TikTok showcase. If you look up on my profile, you will see showcase. If you click it, you will see all the products that I plan to buy or that I've bought some. If you buy anything from my showcase, I get a little commission, and thank you in advance. See you on the next episode.